Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Urban Empire playing in Pravsburg. I want to apologize, in the last couple of videos I feel like I was a little bit lower energy, which is probably fine on a slower strategy game along these lines, but you know, I try to keep it entertaining as much as I can, and after a while I just kind of fall into the doldrums a little bit, and I need to do better than that. Modify taxes. Alright, we are going to get some more taxes. Excellent, that's more income for me. Desperately need that right about now. Of course, the more taxes we have, the more of an impact we are going to have on businesses, but oh well. Hey, look, another state's law. It is hereby proposed that all citizens should have the right to associate with whom they choose, regardless of political affiliation or legal status. I absolutely support this. This is going to be worth extra brain power for me, as well as more health, security, and fun. Across the board, really, really good for me. Yeah, the demand goes up, but we produce a lot more too, so we definitely support this. Heck yes. Fantastic. Proposal to grant citizens the right to form associations, including parties and other organizations, is currently under debate in Parliament. Politicians are weighing any possible difficulties that might result from these new freedoms. In particular, whether the new freedoms might lead to the destabilization of existing government-funded clubs and charities. I don't care. I mean, okay, so our sports clubs fall apart because there's a whole bunch of free ones that I don't have to pay for. That sounds great. We should do that. Hey, look, we're making money again. Not by much, but we're making some. I think I need to create a new district that is very heavily commercial. I do think that's something we need. Lots of commercial demand, some residential demand. It could be pretty good for me. Let's try it. Create a new district. I know we haven't filled this one out. We're going to draw out a district over, let's say, one over here. Okay. A dense grid. Can we get it as much as this? And this is a little too far. Well, maybe not. Hang on. Something like this. That's a little too large, apparently. Might be able to do something kind of like that, though. Do one district here and then one district here. Yeah, I don't think we can quite do that. Alright, this might be the best we're able to get. I'd like to make this a little bit straighter, but they're not going to let me, unfortunately. What if I did this? I'm just looking at some of these blocks and thinking that's really small and not going to get a lot of usage, but all in all, it's not terrible. We definitely can't do that. We're going to have a little wasted space in the corners, but that just kind of happens. All right, confirm. No industrial. Mostly commercial this time. We're going to do a 65-35 split. Lots of commercial areas here. Let's go ahead and confirm. Not going to add in any services that I don't need right off the bat. Propose. Quicken vote. Done. All right. So hopefully that'll gain me a lot of money. Can make use of some of this commercial demand. Once we go into Era 3, you're going to see that commercial demand starts skyrocketing. At which point we actually might want to consider redistricting some of these zones. Or sorry, rezoning some of these districts. There we go. So we have commercial-only zones that can actually start building skyscrapers and stuff once we go to medium density. Speaking of which, how are we looking here in Smithmere? We still have a little bit of low-density stuff, but it's getting there. I mean, we're definitely getting more medium-density stuff than we were before. Definitely are. So it's okay. And of course, the more of those we get, the better, because we're going to be paying for it regardless. We might as well get as much tax income as possible. New district, vote. Go ahead and get a lot more commercial demand met. And exit. All right. Hey, let's take a look at something real quick. Okay, so they did fix this, it looks like. Finally, these districts with purely commercial district can actually start building low-density stuff. Good to know. All right. I promise you, in the previous time I had played this game when I was practicing with anticipation for this series, anytime I had one of these commercial zones, and you can tell because it's like concrete or gravel or something here, nothing would build on them unless it was medium density. Looks like that's been fixed, one way or another, which is excellent. Okay, still losing a bit of money here. Communications advances are done. Good. Typewriters will boost the sales of all industries. Symbolism to theaters. Good. Post office, movie theaters. Few new edicts, bookstores. Let's go to the Progress Cloud. Whenever I say the Progress Cloud, I feel like I'm saying, like, let's go to the Thought Bubble. From, you know, John and Hank Green. Anyway, voluntary motherhood. Support for poor families. Support for family planning. Reduces population growth. Ban contraception. Free school lunches for the poor. I'm not sure this is a very high priority for me, and it doesn't even lead to any new technology in Era 3, so I'd say this is a very low priority for me. The assembly line would be very good for us. I don't know if I want 10-hour workdays, but automobiles for the middle class would be quite nice. The car industry, hardware, Industrial Fire Safety Act, passenger terminal, and upgrade for the port would be very nice. I think you can go for either hydraulics or combustion to make that work. We don't need security or personal growth. I'm going to go for the combustion. Let's go ahead and go for combustion with the anticipation that this will eventually lead to the assembly line so that we can try to work towards some factories of some sort. Free transportation. The Social Democratic Party, which has this weird symbol here, has demanded free public transport for workers. The party wants the council to vote on it. So this is one of the edicts. This increases the funds, or the cost, associated with a metro, bus network, or a tram line by 5%. But it increases the amount of money that citizens can spend, because we're freeing up some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and support it. I'm not sure it's very good, but it's not going to cost us anything up front because we don't have any of these, so that's probably okay. The Social Democratic Party? We don't have a Social Democratic Party. Not yet, anyway. So I'm not sure how that works, but all right. I mean, apparently they're making demands before they exist. It's impressive, really. All right, we're building out some new commercial buildings, which will give me some more taxes, which is great. What kind of districting do we have here? Or zoning, I should say. It doesn't say. It's really hard to tell, just looking at it. I mean, this is a commercial building, so I have to assume these are all mixed. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're starting to generate a bit of money again. 50,000 thalers per month, which is okay. So, let's take a look at some of these industry here. 2,700 per month? Is that how much they're making, or is that how much they're paying me? Extra sales. Efficiency 10. Quality 5. So they're making far more sales than they need to in order to stay profitable. That's a good sign. Oh my gosh. This industrial building, which is a medical industrial building, is making tons of extra sales. Furniture is doing really well. Metal industry could use a bit more. Furniture here. Some of them are doing better than others, obviously. Okay. Okay. So, I guess we could try to boost the sales of a few more industries to keep places like Aylstow profitable. Let's go to modify and add in water piping. Boost the sales of the companies. Propose, quicken vote. I just want to have a really good, strong economic base. That's the only thing I care about. For each worker, transportation, this one will pass. Alright, so all citizens should have more money to spend. I'm not sure it's going to change anything for me in the short term, given that I don't have any of this infrastructure. But it's okay. Achievement unlocked. What I enunciate shall pass. That seems a little bit arrogant, if you don't mind me saying so. Alright, modify the district. We're actually starting to make a pretty healthy amount of money now. This is good. This is very good. I was hoping that adding in some more districts would have that effect. How are we looking with the new district that we built? Wow, it's actually almost filled out. Not bad. That actually means we probably should build another one fairly soon. How are we looking as far as the traffic? I'm willing to bet that that's a problem. Let's go to traffic capacity, cap out. Actually, it's only at 76%, so we're actually doing surprisingly well on traffic in this particular playthrough. Combustion is getting a special event. The world has seen the first few commercial internal combustion engines. As your city administration looks into the possibilities of this invention, they find that it has several possible benefits for our society. Should the city prepare for expanding the roads or encourage local production? So we can either improve the sales of all automobile industry, or we can reduce the cost of expanding our roads, which we're definitely going to need to do in the future. I'm going to save myself the money. Well, that's a hard sell. I mean, we do have a lot of money here. It all comes down to me on whether or not it reduces the maintenance of the roads. Right? If it's just upfront cost, I've got 58 million thalers in the bank, I don't care. But if it reduces the monthly cost of maintaining roads, that's really useful to me. I'm going to encourage the local production. This reduces the sales demand of the automobile industry by 10%, which should make them very profitable, so we're going to have a lot more automobile-focused industry in Pravsburg. The circus is coming! We're just going to let restaurants do their thing. Improves the sales of all restaurants for a while. That's pretty nice. By the way, our money's starting to go way up again, which is excellent. Alright, so let's go to Rainsford next. Let's modify, and let's add in the water network here. Confirm, propose, quicken vote. Right to form associations is ready to vote upon. Hopefully this passes, and it most certainly will. Begin the vote. Good, so once again, this should improve the fun and the environment and the health of everybody. Sorry, security, not environment. But we do get more brain power, which is also quite good. So cool, now everybody has the right to associate with whom they choose, regardless. Politicians have voted to grant citizens the right to form associations. The news has delighted voluntary workers and sports professionals looking to establish their own guilds and cooperatives with autonomous leadership. The last wild African horse dies? Huh. The quagga. Actually never heard of this, so I'm inclined to believe that it's an actual thing that's gone extinct. Anti-water pollution is ready for a vote as well. Okay, gonna pass again. Improves the physical environment everywhere, and we get even more brain power from the railway station. That's interesting. Why the railway station? The Imperial Council has approved a series of edicts restricting pollution and enforcing sensible water pollution laws. The laws are monitored by new Ministry of Environment, and infractions are subject to fines. A deputy from the Kingdom of Hungary remarked, "Finally our children can drink the water without fear of poisoning themselves. The laws will take a few years to take effect." Alright, cool. So we've just improved the physical environment everywhere. Good, look how nice our city's doing. I mean, our citizens aren't having a ton of fun. It's probably because I banned prostitution, let's be honest. But that's not bad. And now we're making 65 brain power, which is pretty good. One thing I could do is build a high school. I haven't done that yet. Probably should build one over here, shouldn't we? I mean, we have a vocational school, but we don't have a grammar school in this area. Yeah, we definitely should build a new school in this area. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go to Edgeworth or Aldborough. I kind of want to build somewhere in this kind of corner. Let's try Edgeworth. These look like lower density, poorer buildings that aren't doing much. Modify. I can't? Oh, right. We still are waiting on a vote for the current modification. Never mind, I have to wait. How are we doing on this district? We are expanding a fair bit. All right. Modify. What did we do? Was it water? I think it was water pipes for our industry. So, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and pass that up. Good. Practically unanimous. Practically. How are we looking as far as our last industrial district over here? It's filled out, which means I could build a new one. Another district for industry? We don't really have any demand, but fill this area out could be alright. Let's worry about the schools first, though. So, alright, Edgeworth, modify. So do we want to place a grammar school, or do we want to place a high school? Probably need a grammar school first. We don't have high schools. Oh, we haven't unlocked those yet. Never mind. Alright, well, we definitely want to have the grammar school, so let's go ahead and place one. I can do one here. Is that far enough? No. This is about perfect, actually. It's going to take the entire block, which makes me sad. Oh well, such is the price of progress. Let's go ahead and pass that grammar school. We will use our personal funds to dedicate the school. There we go. Alright, grammar school built. Not that we needed more personal growth per se, but you never know, a little extra brain power could be kind of nice. Get these people going, improve their lot in life. Maybe they can go from these poor residential buildings up to something more middle class. That would be nice. Combustion is done. Automobiles and fire stations are now available. We don't need the security, but it is available. Let's go for the assembly line. Automobiles for the middle class. Car industry. That's something we want to see. Passenger terminal. Might improve our tourism. I don't know if that's an actual, like, industry to worry about, but, you know, it certainly won't hurt the port. More upgrades to our existing institutions are a good thing. I haven't built a hospital yet, by the way, and that is something I could do. Costs a fair bit of money per month, but it might be nice. Let's go to Walton Dale. Let's modify. Let's add some infrastructure here. Haven't done that yet. Gas lights. Doop doop. And add in the water. And add in the sewer system for the health. And confirm. Propose. Quicken vote. Done. Alright, it's going to cost us a fair bit of money per month. Decriminalize same-sex relationships. It is hereby proposed that laws against homosexuality be completely repealed. I support this. And so does almost everybody. Talks in the Imperial Council about decriminalizing homosexuality today began with a heated debate. What any rational citizen does in his bedroom is his business, not the state's, remarked the deputy from Tyrol. Other deputies were not so thrilled, one saying this is yet another example of the corruption of Austrian and European values. Cocaine-based carbonated beverages sweep the world. Uh-huh. Okay, well. So we're going for more state laws. Let's actually take a look at that real quick. City data. State laws. We've gotten up to level 2 of our labor laws. We have unlocked a few things here, but not passed much of them. So civil rights is about to get upgraded. Yeah, we've passed all the level 1 things. That's good. The more of these we get, the better. Does it actually tell you what has something locked? For example, minority rights. No, it does not tell you why it is locked. Wait. Minority rights are sodomy laws. Well, that's what we're passing right now, I assume. Well, then it's not locked. It's unlocked and we're voting on it. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm confused by that, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and modify our district, begin voting. Add in some gas infrastructure and so on. And exit. Done. Okay. Good. So now the whole city, well, at least most of the city, is lit at night. We can go ahead and upgrade a few more places. Like Aldbro. Do we want to do that? Yeah, I mean, we got the money. We might as well, right? Let's go ahead and do it. Infrastructure. Add in the gas. Upgrade. Add in water. Add in sewers. Confirm. Propose. Quicken vote. I would think that having all these infrastructure does increase the likelihood that people want to move into this district and help it grow. You would certainly think. Looks like the parties are trying to appeal to people. Again, it's called the Social Democratic Party. What is going on here? Oh, wait, we do have a new party. Where'd you come from? We didn't used to have these guys, but they definitely exist now. Huh. All right, there are 5 parties that vote. Why I missed this, I don't know, but we have it. Cool. Okay, well, looks like they're willing to vote on things that I care about, and everyone is unanimous on modifying the district. I say unanimous. There are always a few bad seeds, but that's fine. All right, well, let's see how things go as far as homosexual relationships later. Still making a pretty sizable balance. I think, wow, look at the residential and the commercial demand grow. That might be a good opportunity for me to increase a density somewhere. Now, Bilbridge is not growing as much as I want it to. It should be growing a lot more than this. With this much demand, one would certainly think. I'm looking as far as Smithmere, and it's still not quite fully upgraded to medium density. Could use a lot more. Assembly line. A few companies have risen to success by implementing assembly lines in their facilities. The principle behind the idea seems so simple and rational that the city administration has several ideas on how it could help your city flourish. What should they focus on? Implement the principles into the city's port. Write the principles down in a manual the companies can use. Find solutions. This might improve all sales, and I'm going to go for it. Oh my gosh, it does. Sales demand reduction for engineering. I think this is automobiles. I have no idea what that is. I think this is typewriter? Footwear, and something. Why don't you show the tooltips on everything? I don't know, but either way, sales demand reduction of 10% for several different types of industries. Like, that's amazing. We actually, for a little while, had a bit of industrial demand. Just for a minute, though. Didn't last long, but it was there. Did we upgrade the infrastructure here? We did not. Let's go ahead and do that now. Upgrade, adding gas and water. Confirm, propose, quicken vote, done. Did we do it here? We did. We did not add water, though. Probably should do that. Okay. Well, industry is actually getting some demand now, so we definitely should place a new district. Oath of Allegiance. A new councillor, Karl Ziegler, from the Young Cerulean Party, has caused a problem in the council. Every new councillor must swear an oath of allegiance by God, but Ziegler has refused on account of him being an atheist. He is demanding an oath that does not involve God. As the mayor, you can decide if the council can let him have a different oath. Let him swear allegiance only by the emperor, or definitely not. I'm going to let him swear allegiance only by the emperor. This makes the Young Cerulean Party happy, but not the old. All in all, I'd say that's a net gain for me. Alright, as soon as we modify this district, we're going to build a new industrial sector. Start filling this place out. Starting to build some more medium density. Good, good. More money. Takes a long time for medium density zones to fill out. Very, very long time. And in the meantime, you're spending so much extra money. Like, you really need to be in a good financial position before you even consider doing that. This is kind of cool looking. Look at these two buildings here in the corner. I love it. Looks gorgeous. 60 residents there. Yeah, we're definitely housing a lot of people up here, close to the university, which makes sense. Seems good. All right, new district. We'll place you. I don't know. Let's see if we can do something kind of like this. Not there. Okay, hang on. I need a sparse grid. Can't do that. There we go. And that actually will leave a perfect amount of space for another district after that. So this seems pretty good. Yeah, all right, confirm. Let's do an industrial area. No residential or commercial. Confirm. We're not going to upgrade anything yet. Let's do a quickened vote. Not going to spend my personal funds. I'm a little bit sparse on that right now. As we get further into the game, by the way, and I need to start persuading the council on a lot more things, I might end up reducing my personal income so I have a better goodwill with the parties. Questionable dancing, because this is something we totally need to be worried about. Balls have become very popular in Olrington. There we go, Olrington. They are mostly attended by young workers, servants, and maids. Of course, they don't follow the same etiquette as respectable upper-class balls, and their waltzes are grotesque, played by amateur musicians. There have been complaints of indecency, and some say vulnerable young minds are being ruined by dancing. No! I mean, what the heck is this? Is this Footloose? No! We're gonna say it's great that they know how to have fun. We spend 1,000 thalers. The old Cerulean party, a bunch of old jerks, are unhappy by it, but we become more populist, and fun for the entire district goes up. There you go. Still making a pretty decent balance now. New district. Vote. Still have no industrial demand now. It's shifted back down, but I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and exit. Okay. So I'd imagine fairly soon you guys are going to be inclined to upgrade here. Alright, so you are upgraded. You need water. Let's go ahead and modify. Let's add in some water. Boost up our industry as much as is allowed. How are we looking as far as you? You're upgraded. You're upgraded. Okay. So after this, all of our industrial sectors in the western side, or I assume west, just because this is the direction I look. I have no idea. But that side of the city will be doing fine. Aldeboro seems to be doing pretty good. We probably could upgrade Edgeworth. Probably should consider adding in some more services at some point as well. Assembly line is done. Good. All right, car industry is done. Hardware is available. Passenger terminal for the port, as well as the Industrial Fire Safety Act, and automobiles will begin being driven with the middle class. So, new technology. So with that done, this leaves us with epidemiology, voluntary motherhood. What's personal hygiene here? This isn't connected to anything. What is this? Dental hygiene. It doesn't say that it's connected to a thing. I have no idea. Dynamite, hydraulics. I'm going to go for dynamite because I imagine relatively soon we need to improve our roads. So let's go ahead and get that unlocked preemptively, even if I don't need it now. We also want to go to the port and look at upgrading the institution, like so. This will provide an efficiency bonus for all commercial companies, which makes them more effective at selling goods. It also increases fun and social life for the entire city, and it costs 2.5 million thalers, which we obviously have available. Let's go ahead and do this. Modify the district, begin voting, add in a water infrastructure. Notice, by the way, that despite the fact that we are still upgrading tons of infrastructure and spending a lot of money doing so, we've been hovering around 60 million thalers pretty consistently. This is one of the reasons I say in the early game you really want to focus on getting a good, strong economic base, grow a lot so you have a ton of tax revenue available to you in the late game, as you start building out your services. Can't upgrade the university, can I? No upgrades unlocked. 25 brain power. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So I don't need necessarily to build a courthouse. There are some institutions available to us right now. The courthouse is the #1 thing to think about. But we're doing pretty well on security, so I'm not sure it's a high priority. I think what would be better, actually, is trying to improve social life, which is where we're the weakest right now. And we could do that easily over here, for example, modify, and placing either a church or a post office. The church costs 38,000 to maintain. The post office costs us 20. But the church does a lot more, too. Let me go ahead and build a church. We haven't got a church over here yet. Let's do it. Place you right here. Confirm, propose, quicken vote, done. That should make things a lot better for us, I think. Voting on upgrading the institution, costing 2.5 million thalers, no problem. Improving our commercial efficiency should greatly improve their demand because it'll make them far more effective. What's this? I don't know what that icon means. It did nothing, whatever it is. But okay, good. We've upgraded the port. Thank you very much. Okay. 217, oh my gosh. Hey, victory step completed to being the people's hero. Let's take a look at the logbook. Political victory, people's hero. Have an average city happiness over 8. Did it! That's good. Science victory, extensive school system. All different types of educational buildings. It's pretty good. Modify district, begin upgrading. We need to take a look at our traffic and make sure that there's nothing else we need to be upgrading that we are able to. City data, districts. We are capped out in our new industrial area up here. Okay, modify. Infrastructure, upgrade the roads. Like so, propose. We can use personal funds and just get it done immediately. And there we go. That district should now be a heck of a lot more effective. And yes, indeed, we are seeing our income go up. This district in Thornton is starting to fill out nicely. Good. I do need to be ending up this video pretty soon, but let's take a look at this event first. Dynamite. Alfred Nobel from Sweden has combined nitroglycerin with different absorbents and stabilizers to create dynamite, a safe, powerful explosive. This invention clearly offers many benefits, and your city administration is currently pondering how it could be best used in city construction, blowing up old buildings in the arms industry or in road infrastructure. Again, if I thought that this would improve our monthly expenditure on roads, this would be really good. Blowing up old buildings, I'm not sure what this does for us. I'm going to say in road infrastructure. Cost for building cobblestone and stone roads is reduced by 25%. So when we start eventually upgrading everything to tier 3, that's going to be a pretty nice improvement for me. We have a lot of demand. We should consider building yet another district for commercial. Carla's education. Uh-oh. Starting to get some notifications about my next heir, I imagine. So that means that pretty soon we're going to be going to era 3. Your daughter Carla is now old enough to enter school. While normally girls would only get a nominal education, you've decided to give Carla the best education possible. After trying in vain to get her into local grammar school with boys, you're pondering the best way to ensure she learns more than just reading, sewing, and playing music. Hire the best possible home teacher, send her abroad to a mixed-gender school, or have my wife. I'm gonna hire the best possible home teacher. You decide to still play it safe and hire a governess, as talented as possible. That's not quite what I had in mind. Things seem to go as well as it'd be expected, but bit by bit you notice the shortcomings of having just one individual teacher. Should have sent her to a foreign school. Well, I've become softer as a result. I was hoping to keep her at home and have a private tutor, but a governess is not what I meant. I wanted a tutor, by God. A tutor! Oh well, asylum system. It is becoming increasingly difficult to make sure Carla's education continues as planned. She and her brother Conrad have grown fond of each other, but it's almost impossible for the mentally disabled teenager to understand why his younger sister shouldn't be disturbed for so many hours in a row. Fits of rage are daily occurrences, and he's already big enough to do bodily harm to the nannies trying to restrain him. What should you do? Send him to an asylum, send Carla to a girls' school, or chain him. Oh my God! I'm not gonna chain him up. We're gonna send Carla to a regular girls' school. Carla is too young to understand the consequences of your decision. She often comes home complaining why she can't study physics, and why there is so much emphasis on manner. When I say girls' school, I'm thinking like a school, not like a daycare for girls teaching them sewing. Gosh dang it, I'm thinking too much of a modern standpoint. When I think school, I think girls' school, I think actually a school, but it's just gender specific, but it's like an actual school. Apparently that's not what's happening, and I'm screwing up my daughter's education. No! It's not what I had in mind. Alright, let's create a new district. Place it something like over here. Like this. This might be too large by itself, so let's try doing something kind of like that. That's too much. Dense. I can do this, though. This might result in a corner being cut off when I put in the new district, but if I don't do this, I'm kind of worried it's going to be too big. Of course, alternatively, I could break that down into 2 more districts. If I did something like this, this could be 2 districts instead. Smaller districts, but still. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. What's going to be the most space efficient with land? Not this. This is terrible. This is definitely a better. Yeah, I kind of want to do something more like that. I think this is going to be an improvement. I think we have to do this, and we'll split this up into 2 more districts. All right. Confirm. Lots of commercial, no industrial. We will do a 30-70% split. And the reason I'm being so aggressive is, one, because we actually have commercial demand, but two, going into Era 3, I know that commercial demand is going to skyrocket. So let's go ahead and do this. Confirm, place, propose, done. By the way, we are capped out on our personal growth, so we are doing very well as far as education. We're doing really well on a lot of things, honestly. Like, holy crap, we haven't even had to place a lot for services. We haven't even got a frickin' hospital, and we're doing really well. Kind of goes to show that just doing some basic things, like adding in infrastructure like water, gas lighting, and stuff like that, that'll do a lot. Do a lot for you. Alright, well, I'm going to be ending up this video shortly, but first... My father's not dead! I thought he was dead! They seemed to imply a long time ago that he was dead! Back from the grave, Connor Kilgannon comes to give paternal advice. Your father wants to have a serious discussion with you. He is worried that your actions have been too soft lately. A mayor should be cunning and cold-hearted if he wishes to stay in power, not gentle like a mother's, he says. I stand behind my actions, I'll try to do better. Father, you are right. Father, you are right. I don't want to be soft. Well, I don't want to be cruel. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, I don't think it matters, honestly. I don't think that either way I went, it was going to be enough to switch me over to a new trait. So, look how much money we're making again. See? We've stabilized nicely. All we had to do was fill out this medium-density district a bit. Now we're making plenty of muns. We should probably go ahead and upgrade some more infrastructure, though. Let's go to Edgeworth next. Let's modify the Oh, I can't until I finish voting. Never mind. All right, let's go ahead and begin the vote. I'm going to end this video as soon as I propose another modification to the district, and then we will end it. Okay, done. Easily passed. More commercial district stuff on the road for me. Modify. Nope, I don't want to look at the stats. I want to modify. There we go. Let us add in some gas infrastructure. You'd think by now that we start proposing, like, electricity, but it's so expensive having an electrical grid. Very, very expensive to do that. Do you want to go ahead and preemptively upgrade the roads? I don't think we need it. Let's go ahead and confirm. Propose. Done. CD data, districts, traffic is okay across the board. Yeah, definitely didn't need it. No punishments for homosexual relationships. LGBT rights going from level 1 to level 2. Everyone, even the physiocrats, are in support of this one, which of course improves our security and our brain power for all citizens. Excellent. Homosexuality has been decriminalized. Basically, it's the same stuff. The Kingdom of Bohemia commented on the decision. All right. Done. All right, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all very much for watching. I do think we are doing quite well. I am considering whether or not it is time to be ending up this series, given the fact that the views have been dropping, but I know some people will be disappointed in hearing that. So, I'm going to keep going for at least another week. Depending on how you guys are responding, if you want me to keep playing, or if this has given you enough of a sense of how to play the game, and you're kind of done with it, let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see. Be sure to hit like buttons and stuff like that, anything to kind of give me a sign that you want to see more, or let me know that you're done with it. Let me know in the comment section. Don't hit the dislike button, that would just be mean. You don't need to do that, but nonetheless, let me know. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time, bye-bye.